G'day reefers, I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Welcome to Gallery Aquatica TV. Today we're back at our new shop. We're going to give you an update of where we're at. Let's go inside and check it out. We haven't been to our new store for an update for a few weeks now, and a lot has changed. We're finally making some progress getting the tanks put together, as well as a few other bits and pieces. Our display tanks and such are finally getting started. So let's just have a bit of a walkthrough and we'll show you exactly where we're at. First of all, our tank production line. Let's have a look. Behind me you can see we have our tank building station, and this is actually what we were using for our coral system. We've got the stands underneath and these boards being put down, so we've got a nice large flat surface to build the tanks. We have a tank maker from Reefscape NQ here helping us build the tanks, Christian Hoffman aka Big Hoff, and so he's building the tanks on this area here. We've started with these 2 foot wide, they're 1 foot long and almost 2 feet high tanks, and they're twins. So each of these is 2 parts, and it's easier for us to replace tanks when we've got them in this twin configuration. When you've got a large tank divided up, it's very difficult to take the tank out if there is any damage and it needs to be replaced. So these are going to be our freshwater tanks. We haven't started on the big freshwater tanks or the saltwater tanks yet, but at least we've got some progress, and we'll have a look at the stands and exactly where we're going to put all these tanks over this way. So we're going with pallet racking as a nice cheap way for us to get our stands started. You can see we're going to have a row of these 1 foot tanks, and we'll have another row down here. Then we'll have another stand and another stand. So we'll have a nice C-shaped area, and our plant tank is going to run down the center. That's what I'm most excited about setting up for the freshwater. Our planted tank is going to be very large, probably bigger than any planted tank I've seen in a store in southeast Queensland. But having this C-shaped configuration with the fish all around the outside, I think will look really good, and the plant tank in the center, which you can see across, it should work out great. So we've moved some things around, as you can see. We've moved some of the cages. They're just getting shuffled around as required, because we've had to put all of the glass for these tanks around the outside of the store. We've got quite a few big tanks yet to be built, and it really takes a heap of glass. So it's quite interesting seeing the process of them being put together. We've also got a new water tank for our salt water, and we've moved our smaller 1,000 litre tank over this way. Now the office is a little bit of a mess, so let's just go and have a look and see how it's going. I think I might have previously told you about how this is where the magic's going to happen, out here in the office. It's really exciting to see and think about how we're going to use this space. We've currently got one of our technicians working on a dosing pump. He's just putting in some spare parts, getting it to a point we'll be able to use it. This will also be where we'll do a lot of our office work and such. I love this really big office and file cabinets and such. You can see that we've started to order all of our products. We've got our shelving units positioned, and we're just starting to get all of the stock in a nice order so it's easy to find things when required. I mentioned before that we've got one of our display tanks started. It's an interesting tank, different to anything you would have seen on Gallery Aquatica TV before, and it's just in front of the office, and I'm really keen to show you, so let's have a look. At Gallery Aquatica Wynnum, we only sell marine fish and corals. The difference with this store is that we're going to be selling freshwater fish, freshwater plants, but we're also going to have paludariums available, and this is going to be our display paludarium. It's finally coming along. It's coming along really nicely, actually. We've had this automatic mister on for the last couple of weeks, and so the plants that Tom's put in here are really starting to take. And as you can see, we've got the air plants, bromeliads. There's also moss on the back of this system, and he's filled it with a bit of water and he tells me that soon we're going to have some fish swimming around in here. So it's really exciting. It's completely different to anything that we've got at the other store, and it'll be great to follow the progress of this tank and see how it goes in the next few weeks. So we're finally making some progress. Once we have our freshwater tanks in position and we can close down the workbenches and clean this whole area up, we'll really start having what will look like a shop. It'll be great to finally have all the racks in their final position. As we said before, the marine system is going to go directly behind me, and it'd be great to get rid of these old tanks. And we're also going to do away with this system with the catfish and the gourami and the stingray. They're going to go down the back with the freshwater system. Our plan is, and our plans change pretty much daily, but our plan is to have a large cade freshwater planted tank on display right here. So when people walk through the door, the first thing they see is a beautiful planted tank. But that's pretty much it for today's update of where we're at with our Salisbury store. It's really exciting to see some progress, but at the same time I look around and just see how much work we've got to go. So hopefully we'll be open in the next couple of months, and we'll be able to open up the doors for everyone to come and have a look. But that's today's episode of Gallery Aquatica TV. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Happy reefing. That's our video for today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and make sure you've subscribed to our channel so you don't miss an episode of Gallery Aquatica TV. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Happy reefing.